Thank you for joining with me for the meditation on lesson 33. There is another way of looking at the world. Go ahead and sit with your back supported, head and neck free. Start with a big, deep 4x breath in for a count of 4. Hold it. And exhale through your mouth for a count of 8. And go ahead and repeat that throughout this meditation. Feel all the tension leave from your body. There is another way of looking at the world. Today's idea is an attempt to recognize that you can shift your perception of the world in both its outer and inner aspects. A full 5 minutes should be devoted in the morning and the evening applications. Repeat this idea as often as you find comfortable, though unhurried applications are essential. There is another way of looking at the world. Alternate between surveying your outer and inner perceptions, but without an abrupt sense of shifting. There is another way of looking at the world. Be sure to apply today's idea the instant you are aware of distress. It may be necessary to take a minute or so to sit quietly and repeat the idea to yourself several times. There is another way of looking at this. There is another way of looking at the world. There is another way of looking at the world. There is another way of looking at the world. We can shift perception because there is something within our minds to which we can go for meaningful change. This something is the decision maker, the only aspect of our dream in which we find true choice. It is not our outer perceptions that need to be changed, but the inner perception of ourselves. Are we children of God or of the ego? Is our reality the changeless oneness of Christ or the changing individuality of separation? Is our teacher the Holy Spirit or the ego? In other words, this other way of looking at the world begins in our minds with our choice through which eyes we choose to see, vision or judgment. There is another way of looking at the world. I love you. Thank you so much for joining with me today on the meditation of Lesson 33. There is another way of looking at the world. I love you. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.